Hi folks, it's John from lastchanceautorestore.com. This is the glamorous part of auto restoration they don't show you on TV. This is the 1963 Corvette Split Window. So this is a project car. Our client, I mentioned in an earlier video, our client's going to do the mechanical work, the engine, so he basically stripped it of all of its trim glass interior, pulled the drive line out, and basically we're going to do the body and the paint on the car, and then I think he's going to do the reassembly. So we did kind of an introductory video where we showed where it was nice and shiny and all the trim was off. We just basically brought it in the shop and took it off the trailer. So for the last few days we've been stripping off the layers and layers of paint, and it's insane how many layers there are. I think the camera can probably pick it up. This, we just swept that up. So as we're sanding, I'm kind of just sweeping over into this pile, and it's a tremendous amount of product. So this car, from what I can tell with all the different layers, looks like it's probably been painted 9 to 11 times in its life. So pretty crazy. They use different products, and some of you may be asking, why are we going through all this work? Why take all the layers off and get it down to the original fiberglass? There's so many different products and everything is reacting against itself. You lose a lot of the ridge lines and a lot of the edging the more paint and product that you have on a body. So this car originally had a lacquer primer and a lacquer paint. And then from there, someone has used different products in different colors throughout its life. So if you look on this side where we haven't sanded yet, you don't see the body imperfections or the flaws. You just see red shiny paint. You think, well, that's pretty nice. There's a lot of stuff going on under the paint. So this is a clear coat finish, and someone's put a lot, like there's probably, I would say, 6 to 8 layers of clear coat on top of this. When you sand the clear coat off, you get down to the wrong type of color, which is instead of using a base coat, clear coat finish, which are compatible, someone used a single stage red. So I'm assuming to be a little bit cheaper, because red is so expensive, they painted the car single stage red, and then they used just an abundance of clear to try and give it that shine. But below those are different products, and there's a lacquer base. So it's all pushing up and trying to react against itself. So this we really like. So in the back, these are the bonding strips from the factory. So you can see on this driver's side, you get an idea of all the different layers as we're sanding them off. This is body filler in here, this pinky color. I think it'll probably show up against the original fiberglass. There was an abundance of body filler. They basically skimmed the whole back section when they went to paint it. So there's like little imperfections, but it doesn't require that much body filler. So that's why we're removing it down to the original fiberglass panels. It's also going to expose previous body work that's been done, and we want to be able to see if things have been done properly or not. So as we come up, you can see we've taken the doors off. It's going to be easier to sand the doors off the vehicle than on. So we've stripped this quarter panel, obviously on the driver's side. You can see where there's been some body filler. There's quite a bit of body filler in here that we removed, and we've left some of that because we have to find out what's under that. There's some damage obviously to that door. At the front here, there's lots going on. It looks to me, and we'll do some further investigating, it almost looks like there's fiberglass matting and resin that's been put on top of the original, which would be the panel that looks like this. So I'm assuming there was a collision at one point and some damage, because things aren't really lining up in the front, but we'll do some further investigating. So this is a very important step on these Corvettes, because you have to remove all the layers of product to get to this bottom level. You can see there's still quite a bit of body filler here, but we've got it smooth. So to me it looks like there's some patching, but we'll take a closer look at it. If the camera person can kind of come around this way a little bit. I apologize for the lighting and the mess. There's a lot of, I should have wiped this off more. So our headlight pots, they're always steel, and then we've got the fiberglass body. There was so much body filler in here, probably about 1/4 inch thick, and they did the same thing to the headlight cover to try and level everything out. So We removed most of that. We're just going to leave this section to show our customer when he comes to stop in for a visit, because you can't visually tell how thick all of that product is. So basically what we're doing is we're stripping it all down, being very, very careful not to hurt the fiberglass, but we have to remove all those layers of questionable product. And then once we do that, it's going to expose if there's cracking or weak points, and we've got some pinholes in the fiberglass in different sections. We'll have to further investigate. It's very common on these Corvettes. In the bottom part, there's a reinforcement steel plate, and there's factory rivets that go across, and they tend to rust and shift, and there's a lot of weight in this section because it helps support the headlight mechanisms and everything that works in the front here. So I suspect with all of the body filler I'm seeing here, I'm suspecting we're going to have some issues with that lower section. But just wanted to give you a brief update. These are a really nice car. A lot of work. It's extremely itchy. It's filthy, as you can see, but it will be very rewarding when we get a little bit closer along. This is probably the dirtiest part of all. So this is a 1963 Corvette Split Window. I thank you for watching. I'm John from lastchanceautorestore.com.